The Port of Benton's district is 2/3 of Benton County, over 2,000 acres across 10 site areas, $53 million in assets, and a $9.8 million budget. We cover administration and operations costs by our lease revenues, with taxes being dedicated to capital projects. The port completed renovations to the former SAIC building, creating our new home that also opened up new space for tenants such as B&L Tech, ISO Pacific, and Global Recruitment of Live Tiles LLC. Over 100 tours of the Triton Sail Park were given, including multiple school districts. We added a radio transmitter so you can hear the sail's history when tours are not being conducted, and the site has been added to the B Reactor tour route, with future plans to expand the park area and tour experience. Our former space allowed existing tenants in Novatech to expand along with new startup Vibrogenics, providing office and production area space for their new products. The Wine Science Center land was transferred from the Port of Benton to WSU, with the opening June of this year. The $23 million facility is already being heavily used, and we are looking forward to further growth of the WSU Tri-Cities campus. IsoRay plans to begin construction of their new office and production facilities, keeping this important medical startup that spun out of the national lab within our region. Staff continues administration of the Tri-Cities Research District that has the beginnings of new neighborhood services, gathering spaces, and offices coming to fruition. Our partnership with the city led to the completion of construction of $1.2 million in broadband infrastructure to support our recruiting efforts. The TCRD was renewed as a State of Washington Innovation Partnership Zone earlier this summer. And we look forward to what's next in the district, working with the Research District Board on their future plans. Moving west to our major industrial area that is also home to our largest building assets along Stevens Drive. Tenants include ProTrain, Energy Solutions, Intermec, Mission Support Alliance, and now Curion. 20 additional acres to the west from our mining operations has been converted back to the port that we are now preparing for development. Land sales this year to American Rock Products and Savage Logistics Trucking Company allowed opportunities for expansion and growth for these companies. And new growth from Preferred Freezer Services has provided additional activity for our rail operator. To the north, we continue our efforts with Tridec, Benton County, and the City of Richland, as 1,600 acres is scheduled to be transferred from the Department of Energy. Further west, the Technology and Enterprise Center, our 20,000 square foot startup space within the Horned Rapids Business Center off of SR 240, continues to be a great success with tenants such as Archer Analytical, B Reactor Tours, Ethos Bakery, Shrub Step Smokehouse, and White Bluffs Brewery. Support of the growth of the B Reactor due to legislation creating the Manhattan National Park is a key initiative that we are actively working with our regional partners. The Prosser Balloon Rally is held each year that we've been hosting at the airport since 1989. Over $500,000 in runway improvements and pavement maintenance has been completed, and we will be working on an update to our master plan with the FAA grant for future improvements during 2016. At the Wine and Food Park, another annual event, Scottish Fest, takes place each June with over 3,000 attendees, and the Beer and Whiskey Festival, coordinated by the Prosser Chamber, continues to be a huge success. The Port of Benton's success within Vintners Village Phase 1 led to the expansion and creation of Vintners Village Phase 2, home to 7 pension bed and breakfast. The development has 13 lots available for sale, and we are seeking value-added companies and commercial development to locate here. And of course, Walter Clore Wine and Culinary Center, a great space for meetings, classes, and education. To share the story of Dr. Clore's efforts to grow Washington's wine industry. This is a partnership between the Port, Prosser Economic Development Administration, and the Walter Clore Board, who operates the facility. Heading down to Crow Butte Island along the Columbia River, we leased 275 acres from the Army Corps of Engineers. This is a partnership with the Confederated Tribe of the Umatilla Indian Reservation in Benton County. Working with the State of Washington RCO grants, we were able to construct new marina, boat slips, restroom, and fish cleaning station. One of the most requested amenities for the park has been new playground equipment. We are pleased to announce that the Port received an RCO grant from the state for this new equipment. We have 50 tent and RV sites along with day use area. The park is open March to mid-October. Back to Richland, heading along the bypass. The Richland Airport is 650 acres with Sundance Aviation as our FBO, who hosts an annual fly-in each summer. The airport is home to over 150 based aircraft along with MedStar operations. We are proud of our expansion efforts and will continue to support aviation growth with up to $4 million in taxiway, apron, and taxi lane improvements, along with pavement maintenance and opening of our former circle area for aviation use. Let's check in on this year's Antique Fly-In, where Port of Benton Commissioners Roy Keck and Bob Larson had an opportunity to go up in a couple of vintage biplanes.
Richland traffic, 12 Lima, left base for runway 1, Richland. Richland traffic, 23 Yankee taking runway 01, right. Richland traffic, 6 Charlie's left downwind, runway 01, have the traffic on left base.
The Port of Benton values the depth of our partnerships with our sister ports, Benton County, cities, various chambers of commerce, TRIDEC, Prosser Economic Development Association, state and congressional leadership, but most importantly, our private sector companies that we get to promote and help grow. We continually seek opportunities to support our district and serve our community. Thank you.